Well, we are still in the middle of our coronavirus shutdown, and I have frequently shared some stories related to the way that I think that we are over-regulating. We have very strident regulations in various portions of the country, from governors, mayors, and counties, and really restricting movement and freedom. And we also have conduct on the part of some officials in enforcing these regulations that is just kind of breathtaking. And I almost hated to share this story because it's from the great state of Texas. And we always think we're kind of the leaders of liberty. We're the ones in Texas that really understand the importance of personal liberty. But a story about how the coronavirus regulations are continuing to inspire some members of police departments, some people in authority, to engage in behavior that is just, you're kind of surprised by it, and it just seems unnecessary and unwise. So in Laredo, Texas, the city of Laredo, Texas, they are under shutdown, as most places are, meaning businesses that are non-essential have to be closed. But as we're all discovering, many people cannot afford to remain closed. They need to have income. So two women in Laredo, Texas, who normally work at their beauty salon, were running a home salon. They were doing nails, doing manicures, and they were doing eyelashes, which I'm not even sure what that means. I guess putting on fake eyelashes. But in any case, these two women were doing this out of their home. If you can believe this, the Laredo police engaged in a sting operation. They went undercover. Officers went undercover to the house to pretend they wanted their eyelashes and fingernails done. And when they were let inside and they started to get whatever the services were, the two women running this in their home were arrested. This was Ana Isabel Castro Garcia, age 31, and Brenda Stephanie Mata, age 20. So these are young women who are actually trying to keep their business going, but an undercover sting. I just have to say, I would think those officers could think of something better to do with their time than go undercover after a bunch of people trying to keep their business running. Another quick story was out of Raleigh. This is kind of amazing what the outcome was, but there was a protest in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was about basically the shutdown, trying to tell the governor, open the state, we don't want to shut down anymore. And so there was a woman who was in a parking lot, part of the shutdown protest, and she was arrested. And she wouldn't move when she was told, okay, there's nothing else in the parking lot. She's not hurting anybody, but she was arrested. And someone tweeted, what part of the governor's order did she violate? What part of the governor's order was violated here? And the Raleigh police actually tweeted out, protesting is a non-essential activity. I don't know about that. They had a lot of legal opinion in the article, basically saying, well, you don't lose all your constitutional rights, even in an emergency, but you have to obey the officer, instructions of an officer. I think all these will be dropped. I don't think these will actually be prosecuted. We have in Dallas a salon owner who just saying, I'm not closing down. She got an order from our county judge here in Dallas to close down. She very dramatically and on video tore it up, said she's going to stay open. That's going to a head. And last one I'll share in this first five, I have to say, I'm kind of enjoying the spirit of people who are just, they sense there's something wrong with this shutdown. It's too extreme. It is not the only way to handle this. And they are concerned about it, not just America's economy nationally, which they should be concerned about, but their own livelihoods, their ability to earn money, put food on the table, feed their families, and they're just had enough. But the last story, and there are plenty more I could tell you, I may get to some more later, but the last one was out in California. Governor Newsom, which is they always call it the Socialist Republic of California, but he had a stay-home order, and I guess it was a really, really hot day in Southern California, and they, you're not supposed to go to the beaches, even though, isn't it true, I think that sunlight actually kills the virus. But in any case, at Orange County, at Newport Beach, people flocked to the beach anyway. And there were just so many people. What could they do about it? They just couldn't do a darn thing. So I have to say, I will continue working. We did a great show this past Monday, a couple days ago, about other medical experts are talking about different ways we could be approaching this problem instead of this coronavirus, instead of the pretty massive shutdowns that we are dealing with. I appreciate we had an opportunity to talk through those. And I actually am enjoying the spirit of America, just saying, we want to work. What a great thing to protest for. We want to work. Those have to be Republicans protesting. And that, my friends, is today's First Five.